class we discussed about the navbar. So in this session, I would like to explain navbar with the drop downs that are using hover drop downs. So let me open this browser. Just open this browser there. So here I'll just open CodePad. I'll just write the program there. So in the previous class, we discussed about navigation bar. You know how to create the navigation. Just directly you can take this UL tag. So here I'll take this navbar. Nav tag. Nav tag close. And inside of that, I'll take this UL. And inside of this UL, I'll take this LI. I take anchor tag and anchor tag close. So in this anchor tag, I'll take this href. In the href, I'll just provide hash, and we can provide there home. Home. I'll make a copy. Let's change the names. Home, about, and here I'll just provide services. Services, and we can provide this blog section, and below that I'll take this contact us. Contact. Now, have you seen this navigation bar in yesterday class like this? Now, here I'll did a small change. I'll take this nested list. So you know how to create this nested list. In the services, I'll create the drop down. So just click on this enter there. And inside of this ULI, I'll take this UL tag. UL. And here I'll take this LI. LI close. And I'll just provide this services one. I copy this one. I'll just write services 2 and services 3. Now we created the list items. In list item, we created nested list. Now what we need to do here, so we need to create this drop downs here. So how do you create these drop downs? First, you know how to create this navigation. So this navigation class will be discussed in the yesterday class. So here I'll take there. Now in this yesterday class, we have observed that in the navigation we have some paddings and margins there. So I'll run this yesterday class. We have this desktop. I can say this one. See here we have some margins there in the top, so we need to avoid these margins and paddings here. So I take this universal selector. So you know this selector, right? So this selector, we can write this selector, it will matches for all the elements. So here I'll just take this universal selector, and for every template you need to write this one. Why? Because you need to remove this extra space for the elements. So the elements having some default, some margins and paddings, we need to remove this paddings and margins for these elements. We write this universal selector. See here I'll just write this padding 0 and margin 0, and do one thing while writing this CSS here. See you must follow one tab or two spaces there, so it's a mandatory. And margins, give some two space and write this here like this. See, I'll just created this padding 0, margin 0 for entire document, and look at this output we have. So have you found these dots, right? Never. So it will remove the unwanted paddings and margins for this these elements. Next, I'll just write. So here, so we need to style up this one. So I'll take this UL tag. For the UL, I'll just remove a list style type none. A list style type none. Now, so I'll just take now child selector in order to select this UL tag, UL and ELI and ELI, UL and LI. Before that, we'll do one thing. I'll create this now. For the now, we just write text align center, text align center. So if you write this one, so you look at this one, it just make the text align center. And if you remove this none there, so we have these bullet symbols. So this bullet symbols is in the left side, you can't see. So it's okay, no problem. I'll just take now UL and LI in order to select these child elements. So here I take display inline block, display inline block. Display inline block and position. So I'll take at this at the time of drop down, I'll take these positions. So right now I'll take this display inline block and we'll just provide width here. Width means in order to separate this, in order to give some gap there. So I just take this 200 pixels. Now I'll mention this width as a 200 pixels. Now look at this one. So we created this one. Next, we need to do, so we need to hide this one. We need to hide this navigation. So first I'll take this nav, and in order to select this child element UL and ELI, I need to select this UL part. I need to select this UL part. So I'll write this navigation. This is a parent and this is a child, and this one is a grandchild and this one is super child. See here I need to select this UL tag. Now I need to take this one. Now inside of this UL I'll take this LI and LI. I selected this UL part. Now we need to write there UL for this one. So we just write the position. So before writing this position, first for this parent I'll mention here position relative. position relative. So if we write this one, nothing has changed here. But look at this one here. So I'll take this position absolute. Position absolute. Now look at this one. So if we write this position absolute, so it will absolutely placed in the down position. Look at the changes we have. And coming to there, next I'll just write top. Top I need 100%. Just write top 100%. And left I need 0 there. Now we need to write width here. So width it will occupy 100%. 100%. Now look at this one. So we place the navigation there. We place this navigation, and so later we will add some styles for this one. Right now I'll just add. So whenever user hover on this one, so this block will be visible at the time. Now we need to write here. I'll just write I need to hide this one. So for hiding purpose I'll just write display none. Display none there. If you use a none, now what will happen? See, so it will be hidden there. Now whenever user hover on this one, that time only it will be visible. That time I'll take this now a UL, and I need to select this LI path. Whenever user hover on this LI, that time UL block will be displayed. UL block will be displayed for this one. I'll take this UL, just write display block. Display block. Now look at this one. When you hover on this one, look at this. When you hover on this one, it will be displayed there. Now, so we created this drop down. Now we need to add styles for this one. Now we need to add some styles for this one. I'll take there now UL tag. Sorry, now UL for this one. I'll just write background color. Background deep pink, and if you want you can take this deep pink, or else take dark blue. We'll take this dark blue, and I'll just mention height 90 pixels, and line height, in order to make this center position, line height 90, and we place this here. Now we need to apply some styles for anchor tag. Now space selector UL LI A. That means in order to select this style, so we'll take this one here. Text decoration none. Before that I'll just apply color white, color white. Now so we can apply font size, font size 20 pixels. Text decoration none. Text decoration none. So it will remove here. If you want, you can apply this text transform. Text transform. Uppercase. If you want to change this one text, you can write this font family. You can write this font family. Now, if you want to reduce this size, you can reduce this one to 18 pixels. Now look at this one. So if you hover on this one, now we have this drop downs there. For the drop down also, we need to apply some styles for this one. See here, I'll just write. I need whenever user hover on this anchor elements, I need some color there. I'll just write hover. For the hover, I'll just write background. Background. We just write gold. Gold. And color black. Color black. Now look at this one. So in order to apply this whole block, we need to write. We need to write here display block. Display block. Now look at this one. See, we need to apply for this drop down also. For the drop down, we can apply some styles for this one. For the drop downs, go to this one here. Just write background. Background dark blue, and we can write. So here, see, look at this one. We need to reduce this line height. For this one, I'll just write line height. Line height. We can write 60 pixels. Write 16 pixels. Next, and we do something there. I just copy this one, copy this here, and I just paste it there. Now here we can write service 3. Now look at this one. Look at this one. See here, I'll just copy this one. Now go to this Visual Studio, create a new program. We can save this file as navbar with drop downs, with hover drop downs. .html. Now create a program. Just you can write you can paste it there. So this is HTML. And CSS, if you want, you can take the external CSS file. Then you can copy this external CSS in this style.css. Then you can link up this here. So I'll take normal program. Now I can save this one as style.css. Save this one. And for the style dot, I just copy this one. I'll paste it there. Now you need to link up this one. External style. Link, sorry. Link. Here we just provide style.css. Style.css. If you want to write, you can write type there. Type text by CSS. This is optional. Yes, we can write this type. And now you can run this one on the browser. Right click, open in default browser. And there you get this navigation. Now, when you hover on this one, we have this here. And coming to this one, we did a mistake there. And we just close this one. Now look at this one. Just reload this page. Now there you get these drop downs. So this is the whole drop downs we can use in the CSS. We have different drop downs here. That will be explained in the future sessions, like we have in the Bootstrap. I told you how to create this clickable navigation. And note here, this is not responsive. So whenever you can reduce the screen size. Sorry. So this is not responsive. Whenever you can reduce the screen size. Now look at this one. Now we need to make this as a responsive. That time I will explain in this media queries. Don't worry. So this is a drop